The potential for a Chinese takeover of Taiwan, fueled by a history of tensions, aggressive actions by Beijing, and economic ties between Taiwan and mainland China, remains a significant concern, with the possibility of drawing the US into a war with China. A takeover could involve military resources, intelligence gathering, logistics, cyber capabilities, and political support. Tensions have risen since President Tsai Ing-wen's election in 2016, who refuses to accept a formula for increased cross-strait ties. Despite the US being an ally of Taiwan, Taiwan's economic ties with mainland China and Hong Kong are much stronger, with over 42% of its exports going there and major Taiwanese companies operating factories in mainland China. The possibility of a Chinese attack on Taiwan could lead to a war with the US, drawing other countries into the conflict. We intend to provide current affairs in 5 minutes packs. Please support us through your likes and shares, and subscribe our channel for more 5-minute video packs. Let us draw our first lesson from the Ukraine war. The Russian army, much like in Stalin's invasion of Finland in 1939, is bogged down and bloodied by a smaller, outgunned Ukrainian army. Both sides are now entrenched in a year-long conflict that shows no sign of ending soon. Despite Western powers pledging battle tanks to Ukraine and talk of a new Russian spring offensive, experts believe that neither side will achieve a clear-cut victory. The most probable outcome is a prolonged fight resulting in a frozen conflict or an uneasy truce. And there are lessons for China from this war, that despite having a large military, it is impossible to suppress and even undermine a seemingly small country like Ukraine in the 21st century. Now, let's look at the invasion of Taiwan in a geostrategic arena. Words of famous military general and strategist Sun Tzu are worth noting: strategy without tactics is the slowest route to victory. Tactics without strategy is the noise before defeat. These words are becoming a reality as the United States carries out its island chain strategy to checkmate China's expansionist dreams in the Indo-Pacific region. The island chain strategy consists of 3 island chains, the first, the second, and the third, all located in the Pacific Ocean, and Taiwan is a critical component of the first island chain. This chain serves as the first line of defense and maritime boundaries between the East China Sea, the Philippine Sea, and the South China Sea and the Sulu Sea, and it includes critical choke points like the Bashi Channel and the Miyako Strait. As such, Taiwan's strategic location is the first geostrategic checkmate for China's ambitions to reach the Indo-Pacific region. On geostrategic front, China has its own ambitions as it draws 9-line and builds islands in the East China and South China Sea, but at the expense of heightened tensions with the littoral states. Now, let's jump to geography, but we will start from history, linking it with geography. Historically, D-Day landing can be taken into a premise in terms of overseas invasions. During the D-Day landings of June 6, 1944, the Allied forces faced several challenges in navigating the waters of the English Channel. Over 156,000 soldiers, 5,000 ships, and 13,000 aircraft were involved in the operation, making it the largest seaborne invasion in history. One of the biggest challenges was the weather, which delayed the initial landing by a day and caused rough seas that made it difficult for troops to disembark from landing craft. The Allies also had to contend with German mines, obstacles, and defenses that were placed in the waters and along the beaches. The English Channel's distance between England and France is relatively short, only 21 miles in a straight line. On the other hand, the Taiwan Strait is much wider, ranging from 80 to 180 miles, and poses formidable obstacles for a potential military invasion. Such an invasion would require a massive amphibious assault, even larger than the combined Allied forces, because war tactics and battlefield sophistications have altered altogether now, and the rough seas in the strait will only compound the difficulty. Additionally, Taiwan boasts a highly capable and well-trained military, further increasing the challenges for any invading force. Suppose if China wants to invade, it would require significant military resources, including troops, aircraft, ships, and logistical support for transportation, intelligence gathering, communication, a strong intelligence network, a robust supply chain, and supplies such as fuel, ammunition, food, and medical resources. Troops deployment would require a strong naval and air force presence to support the invasion. This would necessitate a significant buildup of warships, submarines, fighter jets, and other military aircraft. Additionally, political support for the invasion would be crucial. China would need to secure the backing of key allies and neutralize opposition from other countries and international organizations. As the potential consequences of an invasion will be significant, including economic sanctions and military intervention by other countries. However, such a scenario could be a study on paper but far from practicality. One obvious way from which a potential takeover can take place is through economic power, as a dependent Taiwan would naturally bow to Beijing's will. Another likely scenario can be a takeover of critical infrastructure of Taiwan by Chinese rapid response forces on the style of Crimea takeover by Russian special forces. However, this will have its own risks, as the United States troops' presence at the mainland Taiwan checkmates any such possibility. Now, our question is, what do you think about the possibilities of China takeover of Taiwan? Please let us know about your opinion in the comments. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe our channel for more videos.